Hello everybody, my name is Miss Corriette and I am an English teacher and the head of Year 12 at St Bonaventure's School. Your child is very, very lucky to be here and we are also very, very lucky to have them. Part of the reason why they're so lucky to be here is that, and I know I'm a little bit biased, but they are surrounded by a team of fantastic pastoral leaders. So we have Mr. Templeman, our Director of Sixth Form, who you met earlier. Mr. Bastian is our Assistant Director of Sixth Form on maternity cover for Miss Rahman. I'm Miss Corriette, and Mr. Wade is our Head of Year 13 and UCAS genius. We also have an amazing team of Year 12 form tutors, and I will leave it to them to introduce themselves.
Hi there, it's Mr. Hussein here from St Bonaventures. I'm a maths teacher and I'm the form tutor of 12 Atkinson.
My name is Mr. Flynn. I'm the curriculum leader for government and politics and I'm the form tutor for 12 Cop.
Hi, I'm Mr. Honorati. I'm a maths teacher, Year 12 form tutor for 12 Forest.
Hi, my name is Mr. Mirza, Head of Design Technology and form tutor of 12 Gregory.
Mr. Fleming, English teacher and form teacher of 12 Bell.
Hello, I'm Miss Sood, Head of History and Form Tutor for 12 Heath. I look forward to working with you all on your sixth form journey. Enjoy your time at St Bon's.
Hello and welcome. My name is Mr. Bartlett. I'm the curriculum leader for physical education and also the form tutor for 12 Wall.
So as your child's pastoral team, what is our role in their education? Well, first of all, it's to set high standards. We have extremely high standards and expectations here at St Bonaventure's. And for us, it's about building and instilling that in our young people as well. Part of that is to ensure that our sixth form students adhere to our dress code. Our dress code is that of a professional business attire. And we want to make sure that our young people are prepared for the world of work, including the way in which they present themselves. We also contact parents regarding persistent lates and absences. Of course, we don't want your child to miss any more of their education than they really, really have to. So we want to keep parents involved in all of that information and those decision-making processes. We also facilitate a program of activities during registration to help to develop your child's knowledge and skills. And I'll speak a little bit more about that in just a minute. And we also are here to assist your child with their UCAS applications and guidance for further education, including apprenticeships and enrichment opportunities. And as I said earlier, Mr. Wade is our resident UCAS expert, but actually that process doesn't just start in Year 13. We want to make sure that your child is preparing themselves for that UCAS application process from the time that they start Year 12. Now, this statistic was one that shocked me. It's a couple of years old now, but when I first saw it, it absolutely shocked and saddened me. That young people are not ready for the world of work is what this research shows. 49% of employers are reporting a soft skills gap amongst young people when they start their first job. Now, for me, from a personal point of view, that saddened me because I was thinking that our young people, these people that we are sending out into the world with fantastic grades and fantastic results and fantastic experiences at our sixth form, actually employers are saying they're not quite ready for the world of work. We are almost setting our young people up to fail from the very beginning if we don't do something about that. So what we have done is we have developed a timetable of activities for our young people to complete during their registration period, which is from 8:45 until 9:05 every morning. Now, what we hope is that these activities cover things that aren't necessarily covered in the curriculum or in their subject areas, but are still very, very important as they go forward into the world of university, employment, and just for general life skills. So just to talk you through them very briefly, On a Monday, we have our news review or current affairs. Now, we feel it's very important for our young people to have an understanding of the world in which they live, to understand politics, to understand the latest news, to understand what's happening to the environment. And we also use that time to discuss the news as well. And that allows all of our students to express themselves, to be able to articulate their thoughts and opinions, as well as to hear other people's perspectives and points of view. Because what we really want to do is promote the idea of tolerance of each other's perspectives and each other's points of view. We don't all come from the same place or have the same experiences, but the idea is that as a form class and as a community, as a year group, your child and their peers can learn to respect and understand each other. On a Tuesday, as a whole school, we have our collective act of worship or assembly. Now, that does have a religious focus, but of course, here at St Bonaventures, we are tolerant and respectful of all religions. So we ensure that our acts of worship also represent that culture. On a Wednesday, we have numeracy activities, which often we try and make sure that that has kind of a focus on life skills as well. So that will be looking at topics such as punctuality, things such as budgeting and applying for mortgages or credit cards. So giving your child an understanding of things that, again, are life skills, but aren't necessarily covered by any area of particular curriculum. On a Thursday, it's our literacy focus, again, ensuring that our young people are able to articulate themselves, are able to express themselves in written form as well as verbally, have an understanding of texts and readings that they might not have otherwise experienced. And on a Friday is our fun day, and it's about team building. It's about completing icebreakers and building ourselves as a community. Some of our students will have come to St Bonaventures not knowing anybody else. Some of our students will be in lessons with people that they don't know. And what we want to really foster is this idea that we are one community. And so on Friday, we complete things like quizzes, fun games, things that we can do as a form class and sometimes as a year group to really build up that sense of community. And as I'm sure you can imagine, with the current guidelines for COVID-19, we don't necessarily have the same kind of flexibility in terms of our students gelling and getting to know each other as we once did. So for me, that Friday is really, really important to make sure that all of our students feel connected, and not as if this is just a place where they come and do their lessons and go home at the end of the day, but is in fact a place where they can build friendships, learn about new people, and really be themselves. So for us as a pastoral team, some of the key things about us and the things that I think really make us unique and very special. So we really get to know our students. We believe very much in a personalized approach. So we are 4 or 5 weeks in now. And so admittedly, we don't know every student by name, but we will get to know every student by name. We'll get to know what courses they do, and we'll monitor their progress with regular target setting meetings and data reports. We make sure that we understand kind of their interests and what they are aiming for in the future so that we can best support them through that. We also ensure that we keep parents informed and involved. As a parent myself, I know how important it is to have that communication, that line of communication with your child's school. And we believe that that's something that shouldn't end just because your child finishes secondary school. So we do keep parents involved, and we do keep them very much kind of in the know in terms of their child's education, progress and well-being. We're constantly trying to get to know our students' strengths and weaknesses, and we are very much interested in their development, and we monitor them closely. And that's not just academic development, but also them as a person. We are an online school, and your child has been issued with a St Bond's email address. Now, that is what we use in terms of any correspondence that come from the school. So it allows our students to be in communication with their teachers and vice versa. There is a weekly Aim Higher bulletin, which is sent to that email address on a Friday afternoon. And that comes from Miss Abraham, one of our sixth form administrators. And it contains lots of information, lots of opportunities that our students really should be thinking about taking up, particularly if it kind of applies to a particular career or subject that they are interested in. Subject teachers will use Google Classroom, and the work is shared collaboratively with students through Google Drive. Now, Google Classroom is something that we have been using for a number of years, but has become even more kind of part of our focus since COVID-19 and lockdown. And what we are ensuring as teachers is that the work is regularly uploaded to Google Classroom, so that if any student is off sick or has to isolate for any reason, that they are able to still access the work that they have missed. We communicate with parents electronically. Of course, we are right at the end of the telephone should you wish to call us, but we use a communication portal called the School Gateway app. That means that we can share information such as your child's lesson timetables, their achievements, also their reports, which are sent out regularly, and it means that you can access those very, very quickly via email, online, and the smartphone app. So you will be able to let us know any changes of details. So if you change your telephone number or address, you can also let us know that on the app. And also, and this is kind of really, really important, please let us know if your child is going to be absent, and that does have to come from the parents rather than from the students themselves. There's a little bit more information just here about downloading the app. And if you are having any trouble with downloading the app, please email j.jones@stbonds.org, and that email will go to Miss Jones, who is again one of our sixth form administrators, and she will be able to help you set up the app.